Hey guys, so we've been working all week on how to find the unit rate using ratio tables. And I want to go over some other ways that we can use a ratio table to find equivalent ratios. So I have three options here. We're first going to talk about scaling up to scale down, and then scaling down to scale up, and finally scaling to 10 to find a unit rate. And we're going to go over these together. So we need to remember that a rate is a comparison of two related quantities, like feet per second, miles per hour, pancakes per person. And we use ratio tables to find those equivalent rates. So I'm going to start with this first one, scaling up to scale down. And in this first one, I know that 5 and 7 are the ratio that I'm starting with, is the ratio I'm starting with. And it wants me to find what this value right here would be for 6. Now there isn't an easy way to get from 5 to 6, but I know that 5 and 6 are both multiples of 30. So I'm going to multiply 5 by 6 to get 30. Remember that with a ratio table, what I do to one side of the table, I have to do to the other because we want things to stay equal and balanced. So if I multiply by 6 on one side, I have to multiply by 6 on the other. 7 times 6 gives me 42. Now I could easily go from 36 by dividing by 5, but 42 is not evenly divisible by 5. So I want to try to get to it a different way. 30 is a multiple of 10. So I know that if I divide this by 10, I'll get 3. And really what dividing by 10 means is we're just moving this decimal point, that we don't write most of the time, over to the left one spot. So I can apply that over here on this side of the table when I divide by 10. I'm going to take my decimal point and move it over one space to the left, and that gives me 4.2, or 4 2/10. And now I can see an easy way to get from 3 to 6 by simply multiplying by 2. And I'm going to multiply by 2 on this side. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. So my answer is 8.4. So I know that these are equivalent ratios, 5 to 7 and 6 to 8.4, because of the work that we did scaling up and scaling down. And we scaled up, scaled down, and scaled back up on this table. Let's look at our second example, scaling down to scale back up. So we have this ratio 20 to 7, and we need to find the equivalent ratio 15 to some number. So like our first example, there's not really an easy way to get from 20 to 15. But I know that